welcome back to a brand new video. Now today's video is going to be another one, a special one. I know a lot of you may be wondering where has it come from. Now VAR is in football, I don't want VAR in. I know a lot of Twitch streamers I've spoke to in this video don't want VAR in. So here is my opinion at the start. Then we have Twitch streamers, then we have people in VC. Now one of the people in VC have gone from Twitch to YouTube. That's right, it's Shonday. His Twitch and YouTube, but now just YouTube hopefully is going to be on screen. Do go check him out. He has just moved onto YouTube for streaming and uploading because he doesn't want to stream on Twitch anymore. What's recommended? Hope you guys enjoy.
But yeah, my opinion about VAR is that it should be taken out of the game. There are so many times when VAR has literally ruined the game by millimeters, by pixels, and one of the Twitch streamers said this. In fact, I've written every Twitch streamer I spoke to so far down. However, with this being said, it does, for a lot of teams, benefit, for a lot of teams, not benefit. I personally think it needs taken out because before VAR was introduced into football, everybody loved going to watch football. You could celebrate anything. It was the ref's decision. It was all eyed. What I love. VAR comes in, football gets ruined, and nobody really likes the game anymore. It's the simplest way to put it. Everyone can't celebrate for goals. They're offside by the hair, by a little bit of the boot, by anything. And it has ruined because they zoom in to very, very far in. And I think if it gets taken out, you've got more excitement of a game. You know, football is basically being ruined many, many ways. Moving on though, we've got Twitch streamers. The first one is by Falsy22. Name will be on screen. I asked him, what do you think of VAR? Same with every single Twitch streamer. He said, it needs to be a bit more fair. What is understandable, it does need to be a bit more fair. It needs to be not as biased, because some are biased. It takes all the excitement out of when you score. Well, it's true, because when you score, you've got no excitement. He basically said, it feels like it's getting worse. What's true, they're zooming in so far. Next up, DZaps100. He said, terrible. Could get good if it gets adjusted, but you can't celebrate with the goal. And someone in his chat said, hashtag VAR out. What's true? TJ FIFA said, good addition to football when it is used correctly. Chat say, bad. That is their words. He had a whole chat saying, bad. The next one's quite a long one. I did try and type it all up, so yeah, hopefully I got it right. Kieran FC, it gets it right sometimes and wrong sometimes. The offside is too wrong and ruins the moment of the goal. It's pixels. It's pixels out and it all depends on the angle. It could be done better. You look at it and think, how did that get rolled out? They should let the ref use the monitor without the lines. What's true? So the offside lines, the little lines there. They have made it clear if it is on or offside. What's true? He also did say, and I didn't manage to write this down, is that refs are given a penalty, but VAR saying it's not. So who should you really go off of? So yeah. In the other game the other day against City, that one of the penalties was said by penalty by the ref, but VAR was still looking at it into detail, and that's something that shouldn't happen. VAR is very good for saying that's a goal or if that is offside. If the linesman doesn't put his flag up, but if the linesman does put his flag up, then they should go and check that. However, they shouldn't be putting a little boot or a little hair, whatever, offside. It should be their full body. What is understandable, you know, kind of going off the ref's decision. So, moving on, we have. So, it's by Liam Wade 0. It's good. Never seen a bad thing from it. I'm a Man United fan, so we only see good ones. Love it. Now, I know that was only 20 seconds, what Liam said, but I'm going to be speaking to some United fans later on in the video, and I think they're going to say a few different opinions than it's good, never seen a bad thing from it, they love it. From, obviously I'm a Stoke fan and a United fan, so from a Championship to looking at a Premier League team like Man United, I really do think United are hit the exact same. So yeah, that's quite a strong opinion about it. Valley loves it, but we move. Okay, so the next one is by Dean Baby. It is so bad. VAR will get sponsored and will not be taken out. It will get sponsored by Adidas. And I am glad that the Championship don't have it. He's basically saying, and I am glad because I'm a Stoke fan. He's a Wolves fan. Wolves are in the Premier League. So, to sum up what, yeah, that's literally what I said. Yeah, he does not like it. One little bit. But I mean, go check him out if you want. He plays a lot of Rocket League, bit of FIFA. But he doesn't like VAR like everyone else. I mean, you must be mad if you like VAR. Like, come on.
Alright, so we're now here with Shonday.
What's
Shonday,
up? What's up?
what do you think about VAR? What's your opinion on VAR?
So, okay, I'll give you my little story about VAR, what I thought about it, like when it first came out, and what everybody was saying about it. So, I never wanted it in the first place, and everybody thought it was going to be this absolutely awesome piece of technology, and maybe it could have been.
Yeah.
I hadn't really seen a lot of it, but it sounded tacky, and it just didn't
true.
sound complete. And then they introduced it into the Bundesliga the previous season before they did it for the Premier League.
Yeah.
And the point at which I knew that it just wasn't sorted, like it wasn't fit for professional sports yet. It needed work. There was a game, I can't remember who it was. It must have been like Dortmund versus someone. I can't remember the game. Maybe you can find it.
Yeah,
But
I'll find it.
one of the teams had a penalty shout in the box. The ref didn't blow for the penalty. Other team went up the other end of the field, not like 30 seconds later, and scored. Everybody's celebrating. They think they've just scored, etc. Guys come into the headset of the ref, say, listen, there's a penalty shot at the other end. Chalk off the goal, right, for the other team. Give a penalty the other way, and this other team score the penalty. So basically what happened was there was a 2-goal swing in under a minute because of VAR, which is like
the
which
City
is
game.
screwed.
The Dortmund City
No,
game the other week.
was it that one?
Yeah, I think it was that one because someone was saying about that.
I just remember it was a Bundesliga game. That's all I remember. And all of my mates were like, "No, no, no! It'll get better. It'll be fine, etc." And I was like, "It doesn't make sense. Like they haven't ironed out this thing properly for it to be introduced into professional sports yet. The goal line technology was ready. It was ready. It they had it all figured out. Like it was all sorted. Like they tested it over and over and over, and it worked. And as we've seen, it worked. Yeah, every now and then, like it malfunctions, like that Villa Sheffield United game. It malfunctioned. Like that's just going to happen with technology usually. But this whole thing with VAR has just gone on way too long. It doesn't work. The rules aren't even ironed out enough. I mean, this last weekend, a week ago, we had like every single game day had an issue with VAR. It was the United game, the Leeds game, I think,
Yeah.
or it was the Wolves game. Sorry, the Wolves game, and then the game before that, the Liverpool game, had an issue as well with Robert Firmino being offside.
Yep.
Never wanted it.
And
Still
they've
didn't
got
want it.
Yeah.
But I don't say too much about it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean,
Like now, yeah.
they've
Go
got
for it.
try and get it fixed for the 24th of May. What's the end of the season? So every game's been played in the Premier League.
I mean, look, man, I don't really say too much about VAR nowadays. And I remember we were having that whole thing last season about Penn, Chester United, and all that. I just
Yeah.
didn't listen to it. I didn't care. I never wanted VAR. So if VAR goes against my team or whoever I'm supporting on the day, I just don't complain because I never wanted it in the first place. Now everybody is like complaining about it. I never wanted it in the first place. So now I just don't complain about it at all because everybody knows how I feel about it anyways, right?
Yeah.
And the worst part for me is I think it can be refined. I just think that they haven't put enough work and effort into making it the best possible piece of technology for the game itself going forward. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's just an absolute travesty, and they want to include this in professional sports, you know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, especially just the confusion. You know, first it was VAR would tell the ref that he's got it wrong and he needs to give a penalty. Now they tell the ref to go to the screen. The thing for me, and I said it in my video that I did about VAR, is that the biggest problem seems to be the lack of communication. Because nobody seems to know like what the hell is going on. The on-field decision gets made and then VAR talks to the ref, but the ref isn't constantly communicating with everyone else. You know, and it's watching basketball recently has made me realize the one difference with their technology and footballs is that the refs constantly are talking to whoever has a problem. The players walk up to the refs and they go, listen, what the hell is going on? The refs go, okay, this has happened here, here, and here, etc. The thing about football being like doing the ref course myself is the ref doesn't have to explain the decision, which I think is bullshit personally. You know,
Yeah.
I think a ref should say, this is why I've given the penalty. And if you disagree with that, that's your own fucking problem. But I've given the penalty because he's caught him here. He's gone down for this, and maybe the contact's minimal or whatever, but it's enough to warrant a penalty. It's a penalty, or for whatever the reason is. And it's the problem with the VAR is that it's not being communicated. We had a video of Alan Shearer explaining what's supposed to happen with VAR, and I feel like none of that stuff is even the same anymore. But nobody's telling us, and they're certainly not telling the players like what is actually going on, you know. And I think it could just be resolved, man. I think it could be resolved with just a little bit of communication. Just a little bit of communication could go a long way.
Yeah. Well, now EA know what we think of them, and if this video gets copyrighted again, we know that EA copyrighted my last video for
Oh,
talking
was it
smack
EA that
about them.
copyrighted your last video?
Well, that's what me and Brandon think, because it was when we were talking smack about their kits. So,
Oh, you can't be serious.
yeah. So,
Oh, mate, that is just fuck, dude. That is just so annoying.
I mean, the
I
EA just
I
getting
went-
worse.
I went through a similar thing as well. It's like I understand as well, but I think YouTube's policies are just it's like beyond strict. You know?
Yeah.
Yesterday I tried to make a new playlist, and a similar thing happened to me with my last YouTube channel, where I almost got banned. Again, like basically, I created a playlist, and it said that I was being given a warning for scams, deceptive practices, or something else.
Wow.
All for naming my new playlist "Fick Through for Streams." Because obviously I want to put my streams into a new playlist. Like, I don't just want them to like hang around. No, apparently not cool. Like, I can't do that.
Oh my
So I was
god.
like, I just don't understand like what the hell is going on. Like, why can I not make a playlist? And yeah, look, I'll also be releasing a video on that soon. I'm probably going to be editing it. But yeah, dude. Any other questions about VAR?
Bro, that's it, bro. Everyone go check out
That
his
is it.
goddamn YouTube channel. This man's a god over here, bro.
I love you, bro. Thank
Ah,
you. Appreciate the plug, man.
alright. So good, so good.
Okay, sweet.